Today, we're digging into a book that, honestly, is a game changer for anyone who feels overwhelmed by daily life. It's Richard Carlson's Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's all about finding peace in a world that just seems designed to stress us out. Let's get into it.
You know exactly what this feels like, right? You're stuck in traffic, some milk boils over on the stove, someone cuts you off. One tiny, totally insignificant thing goes wrong, and bam, your blood is boiling, your mood is wrecked, and the whole day just feels like a write-off. We pour so much energy into these tiny little battles.
And this quote from Richard Carlson, it just hits the nail on the head. We consistently, wildly overreact. We use this massive emotional cannon to blast away at these tiny little annoyances, these mosquitoes. This whole book is about learning how to finally put down that cannon. So, let's unpack this first big idea. How do these seemingly tiny little things pile up to create such massive stress in our lives?
Okay, here it is. This is probably the single most powerful, most practical tool from the entire book. Anytime you feel yourself getting all worked up over something, just stop, take a breath, and ask yourself this one simple question. Seriously, it's an instant perspective shifter.
So let's run a few things through this one-year test. That driver who just cut you off, that mean comment someone left on your social media post, that silly argument you had this morning, let's be real, in a year, none of it will matter, not even a little. 99% of what we worry about fails this test. So the real question becomes, if it won't matter then, why on earth are we letting it ruin our peace right now?
Okay, so we've nailed down the problem. The solution, though, isn't about trying to change the world around you. Nope, it's all about changing the lens that you're looking through.
You know, so many of us are trapped in this cult of perfectionism. We feel like every little thing has to go just right. But life is messy. Think about it. Your kid spills juice all over the floor right after you cleaned. You have two choices. You can scream, create a ton of stress, or you can just smile, accept that, hey, this is just part of life, and clean it up. Embracing that imperfection, it's like taking a huge weight off your back.
All right, here's another amazing mental tool, and this one's even bigger. When you're facing a problem, ask yourself, will any of this matter in 100 years? I mean, that promotion you didn't get, that scratch on your new car, in a century, it's all just going to be cosmic dust. And that's not supposed to sound depressing. It's supposed to be liberating. It reminds you that your time here is finite, so you better focus on what actually counts. Now this is a fundamental shift in how you see the world. Instead of a problem popping up and you thinking, why is this happening to me? You can completely reframe it. You can ask, okay, what is this trying to teach me? Every single challenge, big or small, has a lesson hidden inside it. Maybe it's about patience or strength or just gratitude. This one little switch turns you from a helpless victim into a powerful student of life. Okay, so let's take all of these internal mindset shifts and see how they work when we're dealing with other people. Because let's be honest, that's where some of the biggest small stuff really happens.
This question. This one cuts right to the absolute heart of most arguments. Our ego. It is desperate to win, to prove that we are right. But just think about a couple fighting over the thermostat. Sure, one person might win the argument and get their temperature, but what's lost? The peace in the house is gone. Choosing to be kind instead of being right is almost always the fastest way to get back to happy.
Here's a little habit that I bet a lot of us are guilty of: finishing other people's sentences. We think we're being efficient or helpful, but what we're really communicating is impatience. It's like we're saying, hurry up, I already know what you're going to say. Just the simple act of becoming a better listener, of actually shutting up and hearing someone out, can totally transform your relationships. It makes people feel seen and valued.
And here's why all this is so important. Your energy every day is a finite resource. It's like your phone battery. You only have so much. And look at how much of it we waste on pointless arguments, on worrying about what other people think, things we have zero control over. Carlson's advice here is so simple. Choose your battles wisely. Save that precious battery life for the stuff that truly matters.
So, let's get super practical. What are some daily habits we can actually start building to bring more of this calm and tranquility into our lives?
It's true, isn't it? Our minds are almost never right here, in the present moment. We're either replaying old mistakes from the past, or we're freaking out about problems that might happen in the future. Just imagine, you're on a beautiful beach, but your entire mind is consumed with a work presentation you have to give next week. You are physically there, but you are completely missing the only thing that's actually real, this moment.
All the good stuff is found right here, right now.
Okay, let's bust a huge myth of modern life: multitasking. It's not real. Your brain can only truly focus on one thing at a time. When you think you're multitasking, you're actually just switching your focus back and forth really, really fast. And with every switch, you lose focus, you lose energy, and you make more mistakes. Doing one thing at a time, that leads to better work and, believe me, a much more peaceful mind.
We are terrified of being bored. The second we have a free moment, what do? We grab our phones. But Carlson argues that boredom is not just okay, it's essential. It's that quiet space your brain needs to process things, to connect the dots, and to come up with its very best ideas. So don't run from the silence. Lean into it.
Okay, let's bring this all home. Let's zoom out and look at the ultimate message here, the one big takeaway that really ties all of these powerful ideas together.
Now, this is a pretty profound exercise. A little intense, maybe, but stick with me. Imagine you're at your own funeral. You're listening to the people you love talk about you. What do you want them to be saying? Thinking about the very end of your life has this incredible way of bringing total clarity to how you should be living today. It forces you to figure out what your real values are.
I mean, when you really think about it, it boils down to a choice, doesn't it? Do you want to be remembered for your stuff, for your ego, for always being right? Or do you want to be remembered for your kindness, your character, your love? This exercise makes it crystal clear what's just small stuff and what's the big stuff that actually defines a life well lived.
And ultimately, the answer to almost every single principle in this book comes down to this one simple word: love. But not love as some passive, mushy feeling. Love as an active choice. It's choosing to have compassion for that person who cut you off in traffic. It's choosing to understand your partner's point of view instead of just needing to be right. It is a practice, a choice you make moment to moment that can change your entire world.
And that's really the bottom line, isn't it? When you get clear on what truly matters, kindness, love, being present for your life, you suddenly realize that almost everything else that stresses us out, it's all just small stuff. And the wisest, most powerful thing we can ever do for our own happiness is to simply let it go.